So last week, the Jaguars traveled out to Kansas City, and we wound up losing, 30-14. But it's all good, man. The Jaguars, they'll come back, man. Chiefs are a good team. They'll bounce back against the Dallas Cowboys team that's not as good. We go out there and somehow play even worse and lose 40-7. We lost 40-7 to the Dallas Cowboys, a team that was like 2-3 going into this game. Their whole entire coaching staff was on life support after the meltdown they had against the Houston Texans, and they go out there and embarrass us. We look like complete shit from start to finish. Just when you didn't think it could be worse than losing 20-0 at halftime, we're out there and we're losing 24-0 at halftime, and it is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you look at things, the defense played terrible, and you can say, oh, the defense was out there the whole entire game. Well, guess what? Every single possession in the first half, they were basically driving and getting first downs. They were picking apart our zone the whole entire game. It's clear that the Jaguars' weakness, the Jaguars' kryptonite when it comes to playing against other teams is mobile quarterbacks. You know, we had guys like Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes just dice us up. Marcus Mariota do work against us. We cannot contain these mobile quarterbacks. We get in there, we bottle up the pressure, and they just simply roll out. And they're able to get all kinds of like rushing yards on us. They're able to look downfield and find guys like Cole Beasley all by himself open. And I mean, you saw this game. I mean, the Dak Prescott at one point had like 88 or something like that rushing yards. He might have finished with over 100 rushing yards. The defense, they come out here and they talk all this big game, but they went out there and played a complete dud. No longer Jalen Ramsey. Don't be talking to me anymore, dude. We're not good. You're not playing good. The Jaguars defense, we're not Saxonville. We can go ahead and retire that name for now. We are Laxonville. We're lacking sacks right now. It's completely terrible. Then, you know, even at one point in the game, you had this dude, we stopped for 4th and 2. Jared Wilson's running out. You give them a first down. You give them a first down when they're punting, and they go on and score the ball. The offense was also not good. Now, the story about our offense is that you can almost understand the weaknesses just because we're so damn injury-riddled, but we're not like that on the defense. But we're going to stick to the offense real quick, man. We were terrible on offense. We weren't getting like any first downs. Nobody was making plays. I mean, you look at it. I mean, Bortles, it's not like he played spectacular, but the game wasn't on him. I mean, he threw that one really bad play into triple coverage, but every time the dude dropped back, there was pressure right in his face. You saw, and it wasn't even like you would think Josh Walker, he'd be letting up all these damn sacks. But no, you had Andrew Norwell, the guy that we basically bragged the Brinks truck for and dumped bags of money onto. He went up and led a really bad sack that led to a freaking drive killer. The next thing you know, our right guard AJ Cann lets up pressure, and there was pressure in Bortles' face all day, and he did a pretty decent job of escaping pressure, extending plays, and making something happen, whether it be through his feet or like looking downfield. You know, you had one play where he pitches out to D.D. Westbrook, hits him right in the hands, he drops the ball. You know what I mean? It stops us from getting a first down or third down conversion, getting into a first down. Keelan Cole, right out of a break, right after the Dallas Cowboys scored, they gave it to him on a little slant route. He fumbles the ball. Dante Moncrief doesn't seem to be into the game at all. It's terrible, man. Our offense, we have no offense anymore. We're no longer playing to our identity. Our identity of this team was to be a power running team with Fournette, but where's Fournette? I can't find his ass. He hasn't even played a complete half of any kind of game yet. We're no longer playing under center. Everything is out of shotgun. We're doing zone run plays, and it's terrible. Our offense is without an identity anymore. It was going to be through Fournette, but obviously we no longer have Fournette. We haven't been able to run the ball like we're the shit. I mean, our most explosive player, TJ Yeldon, we're not giving him the ball, and he's like literally the bright spot like of our team, and it was just terrible, man. The offensive line wasn't holding up. None of the wide receivers were making plays. I mean, our team is really lacking that number one wide receiver. You know what I mean? Their teams out there, you know, okay, you can definitely go to this guy. You can go to DeAndre Hopkins. You can go to Julio Jones. You can count on all these guys to make catches, but you know, I love D.D. Westbrook. You know, I love Keelan Cole and everything, but none of these guys are scaring. They scare their defense. None of these guys are go-to guys that you can guarantee if you get them the ball, they're going to catch it. We are lacking any true playmaker on offense. I mean, This game, our second running back this game, we had Jamal Charles, a guy who 5 days ago was basically working on his garage. Now he's out here the running back 2 for our team. Niles Paul goes down this game. I'm not sure if he returned back, but we had a guy that we called up from the practice squad this week make a damn reception. And this team, it's terrible. This is not a playoff team. This isn't a playoff team right now. If you're gonna look at any bright spot, it's that we are still tied for first place in the AFC South somehow. I mean, the Titans and the Colts and the Jaguars have not won a game the last 2 weeks. Houston's right back in it. Houston's looking like potentially the best team in the damn division right now. And the way we play them next week and the way the Jaguars are playing against mobile quarterbacks, they should toast us. You know what I mean? I mean, it's terrible, man. The team is terrible right now. We are playing against our identity. The coaching staff isn't doing a good job. I mean, Todd Wash, we have all these guys who can supposedly cover man on man very well, but we're getting picked apart playing zone coverage all game. I mean, AJ Boye had a really bad game. He didn't do anything. I mean, we weren't able to get pressure. We were able to get some sacks later on. Calais Campbell had a couple sacks. Yannick Ngakoue had a couple sacks. We did as well as we could against the run until it finally just broke and they were able to run free on us. But they were converting first downs all over the place. That's the most disappointing thing, because you can understand the offense playing bad. You can understand that. But this defense, nobody's injured but except for DJ Hayden, who has a freaking turf toe. Our 11th player on defense. No, we have the same exact defense as last year. We were expecting them to be better, but they're not. I don't know what's wrong with this defense, but it's piss poor. And this offense, this team is not good right now. They need to find out a way to not come out flat. There's no reason you should be losing to the Chiefs 20-0 at halftime. There's no reason you should be losing to the Dallas Cowboys 24-0 at halftime. Losing games in blowout fashion. That's not who we are. It's terrible, man. It starts from the top. The coaching staff has to do better. Has to prepare this team better. I mean, we start off, we're not throwing the ball deep at all. We're handcuffing the quarterback, making him throw 2-yard outs, just running the ball up the gut. It's not working, man. And we need somebody on the offense to step up and be something. I mean, this bye week can't come quick enough so some of these guys can rest up. But the Jaguars, I know this is a little bit of a rant, but I'm a little pissed off, man. The Jaguars lose 40-7 to the Cowboys, lose 2 straight road games. We look like a completely different team that we saw against the Patriots, that we saw against the Jets. It's awful. This team is playing terrible. This team ain't a playoff team. This team sucks right now. This team straight up sucks, and we got to find a way to come out of it. We got to find somebody to step up and do something. Somebody on offense needs to step up, because this shit ain't working. That's about all I got. This team played terrible. All sides of the ball. Coaching staff bad. Defense bad. Offense terrible. It's bad. It's not good. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video.